here we go. All right, look, YouTube, what's good, man? Y'all already know what time it is, bro. Undisputed. I wanted to speak on that game in multiple aspects when it comes to the career mode, when it comes to the overall game, and when it comes to them saying that there will be no more updates until full release. All right. Now, understand this. I don't pick a side. I'm not like 100% with the Undisputed developers, and I'm not 100% with anyone else. I call this how I feel. This is all personal preference, so take it how you want to. Just understand that I am not paid by Undisputed, okay? I am not promoted by Undisputed in any such way, so don't think Pride doing a paid promotion or Pride talking positive because, again, listen, I'm just here to talk, bro. So check this out. Undisputed dropped the release of the career mode. Now, if you guys did not watch that series, because the traction was pretty, it was all right. It wasn't crazy. The traction on the Undisputed videos, as far as the career mode, they did fine. But I want to say this, bro. With me knowing possibly the career mode can get even better than what it was, that career mode was the most engaging I've had on a career mode video game ever. That career mode was very engaging, and it's very hard to keep my attention when it comes to career modes and story mode games. So because they did that, A+. A+ career mode. And that was, I would assume, their bare bones what they have to come. Now, there were some positives and there were some negatives. Some things that I did like, I'll speak on the positives first, is I like the grind. I don't like the fast pace, the fast track type of it really makes you grind when it comes to the career mode. It really makes you think. You start from the bottom. The bottom of the bottom is where you start. There's no, in 10 fights, I'm going to be a champion. Yeah, good luck. You ain't going to be no champion in 10 fights, bro. So I really like that. There were some other things that I liked as far as the training. I liked how in-depth it was when it comes to your training. Obviously, there was no training mini games and stuff like that. Would that be cool? Yes, but I also feel like that could get repetitive. But I do understand where people would want a mini game. That way it's more engaging. So I'm on both sides when it comes to that. I do understand the side that wants it. I understand the side that don't want to do it because it's going to get repetitive, okay? Now, you had to hire trainers. You did fight camps. You also negotiated the fight contracts, where the fight was fought at. It was really in-depth when it comes to how we get career modes in other combat sports games. When it comes to the actual fights, it was very engaging. I did feel like it was starting to get repetitive when it comes to the AI type of thing or how they was playing, but then they would mix it up and then they would be more aggressive. So it's like I was always on point. You couldn't be a Mike Tyson type of fighter and think you finna be all successful. You're going to get cracked. And that was the fun part, right? It was the fun part, grinding, actually having to box, having to use your mind, your IQ, especially if you played on the Undisputed difficulty. It was not easy. And I like that. I like the harder difficulties to feel like harder difficulties. Now, when it comes to the overall career mode, let's rate it 1 out of 10. I give that career mode a solid 9.5. I rate that very high because that career mode was so good to me. It really was. And the fact that that's possibly like the bare bones of what they have to come, that just tells me a lot. Hiring coaches, hiring trainers, hiring like the health, like it was really good. And I think what they can do with this career mode can be amazing and really in depth. Now, let's talk about the bad things with the career mode. And there isn't many. The bad things about career mode that I didn't like, the biggest thing was the fighters that I was coming up with, they kind of peaked out. They didn't continue elevating. And there was no new talent brought in. Now, obviously, that's going to be probably because this isn't the full release of the career mode. This is kind of like the bare bones. But for the most part, I would have liked to see fighters consistently get better alongside with me. Canelo Alvarez faded bad. Sugar Ray Robinson faded bad, but these guys got old, and that's how it is in boxing. You know, these guys get old, then there's some new guys that come up. But it felt like I got to the point where I came up, and I kept fighting Canelo, and I kept fighting Canelo, and Canelo was still the number 2 contender, but Canelo was a washed up fighter, and I did not like that. I would assume that's going to be something that's going to be changed in the career mode, going for the career mode going forward once the game fully releases. But that's really about it. I mean, as far as that, I would like to see the AI be like even better AI. Like I want the harder difficulty to be even harder. I want the AIs to be different. I felt like I was able to build a strategy based off how the AI plays, and I was able to take advantage of that. I don't want to be able to do that. I don't want to be able to abuse something if the AI, because I noticed the AI tendencies. That is another thing. But that's really about it when it comes to the career mode. I mean, other than that, that's it. That's it. Like I said, it wasn't going to be much bad things because I really enjoyed it. Now, when we talk about the next subject, which was the, what did I say? Was it the full release? Waiting for the full release and then the overall? I'll go full release. I'll go with the full release of the game, them saying they won't be doing any more updates. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't like that. Why? Because the problems within the game are still big problems. I said this on Twitter. The things that the cheesy players were abusing day one, they're still able to abuse 1 year later. I don't like that. The step back cross and the body uppercuts have to be addressed. Another thing that has to be added to the game, in my honest opinion, is a vulnerability system. Early on within the release, I was really like, I kind of felt like I was nagging to the point, trying to figure out how do I emulate or imitate the ability to get these flash rocks, these flash knockdowns. Like, what is causing it exactly? What is the situation? Is it RNG? That's all I was trying to figure out, and I never really got a straight up answer for them when I asked that. And I really wanted to know how exactly can I go in a practice mode and recapture or recreate a flash KO moment type of thing. Like, they said it was critical points on the face, but I can't choose where to punch exactly on the face. You know what I mean? Now, would that tie into where I'm placed when I throw my punch, when I do a moving punch? That's what I'm looking for, because I'm a really analytical guy when it comes to these fighting games. I really want to understand what is going on. All right. The step back cross, bro. I don't really think that punch should even be in the game anymore. Like if there's a punch that has literally made bum players good, it's that punch right there. It's both punches, the body uppercuts and the step back cross, but you can't take out body uppercuts. You can only tweak them. The step back cross, get it out of here, bro. Like, it looks so silly. And it's something that's heavily abused. And why exactly is it abused? Well, I'll explain it to you right now. 1, the fighter that does the step back cross gains too much distance while moving backwards. 2, they do it too fast. 3, the fighter that is, like, let's say I'm fighting you and you're step back crossing. If I try to move forward my punch, my forward moving strike is too slow compared to your back moving cross. So I'm going to lose every time. I'm going to get counter hit, and I've been flash KO'd by the back step cross. The strike just doesn't have any counter play. That's my biggest problem. Now, as far as other things that are wrong with the game, in my opinion, the servers, desync. In my opinion, desync should have been one of the top priorities of things needing to be attacked when it comes to this game. 100%. 1000%. Also, I would like to see, and this is something that just came up to mind, I would like to see every weight class. You know how you play Call of Duty and you see all the playlists, you see how many players are in it? Let me be able to see how many players are in each weight class so I know where I can possibly find my fights. I think that's a really big addition they could do. Okay, in heavyweight, there's this many people playing. And that way I know, okay, bro, the chance of me finding a fight in this weight class is going to be low versus looking in this one. I would really love that, please. Because right now, the game on PC is dead, right? It's dead only because it's on PC. I want to say that once this game drops on console, it's going to go nuts. Whether the game is bad to you or good to you, the game is going to do very well. People speak negatively. Oh, the game's dead and it's on PC. It's on PC. Can you tell me a combat game, a simulation combat game, sports combat game, sports game period, that is successful on PC? Don't worry, I'll wait. My point. So don't expect ESBC to go crazy. I mean, ESBC dropped. Even when they came back and they dropped the career mode, their player base, as far as how many concurrent players were playing, went crazy. When the game first released, it went super crazy. So the potential is there. Once it releases on console, a lot of people are going to play it. A lot of people are going to play it just because they're sick of being grappled by people in UFC, or they're sick of being block broken by people in UFC. They're going to get on Undisputed. Right? Now, my biggest things is they ready for a full release, and like, when is this full release they're looking to do? Because, like I said, there's problems in the game that haven't been fixed in a year, and I don't know when they're going to do a full release, but it's scary, bro. It is really scary, because when you drop a game like that, you got to be on point, bro, because a lot of people will give up on it quick. I mean, UFC 5 is a prime example of a game that came out and died seconds later. Not literal seconds, but it died very fast. The viewership on UFC 5 has sunken. As far as the streams, as far as videos, it's just not hitting like that. Now, for some people they are. I'll say for mainly somebody named Nabality. He's going crazy. Nas is coming up doing his thing. GOAT obviously is doing his thing. There's still, but what I'm expecting when a new UFC game comes out, I'm expecting to see people go crazy like I did. When UFC 4 came out, when UFC 3 going into UFC 4, I had 5,000. I reached like 10, 12,000 subscribers in like 2 weeks. Nobody has done that, but I believe in Nabality. Nobody has went up like that. Why? Because the game is not good. No matter what people say, no matter what anyone says, if the game was so good, the game would do better on viewership. But this isn't a UFC drag, because now I'm starting to yap. But anyway, let's move forward, bro. Let's move forward. And what was the last subject we was talking about? We talked about the career mode. We talked about the waiting to release. And I kind of already touched in on the game overall. I mean, I kind of have touched on that. Like, the game overall is fun. It's just annoying playing against spammers and bad players. I do wish to see more weight classes. I do wish to see more fighters. I wish to see the ability to actually outbox people. I would love to see the game to go back to the tracking that it had when it first released. In that second beta or even the first beta, give me that tracking, please. Because I was actually able to go online, look up boxing stuff. Shout out Coach Anthony. I looked at boxing stuff the way I could actually implement these boxing things. Like real life boxing stuff when it comes to footwork, when it comes to strikes, when it comes to placement. I actually looked this stuff up. I did the same thing during UFC 3, and that helped me become a champion. I'm just saying. But look, I'm not going to keep talking y'all head off. I do appreciate you guys' time. If you made it this far into the video, you actually watch it all the way through. I do appreciate you, because not many did. But you did, bro. So you a real one. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, keep moving forward. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. And I love y'all, bro. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Remember, hard times don't last long. Strong people do.